So I want to do a quick review. I have a whole LED system set up behind me. You have the wall behind me and you'll see shadows and stuff there, but I want to go over a quick review of this LED circle light, ring light that I purchased. I did another review on an LED light system that I had that I actually use for my streaming system that I have over there. Now I want to go over a little bit of the details as far as what this ring light is intended for and what the whole setup would be possibly used for with your own video usage that you might be having. One of the big things that this entire system has, as you'll see, comes with a whole mounted system and you can use a whole kit. There is already a filter that is on it to be able to dissipate some of the light that's going on. And then you have the cord that goes connected to the wall, and obviously there's going to be some kind of limitation with that. So you'll need to make sure that you have an outlet that you can use. The actual ring itself is adjustable up and down. It's adjustable at an angle so that you can actually look down on the camera from the camera into it. And the camera that I have specifically set up is designed to be able to fit there, but I have a shotgun microphone that's a little bit bigger than normal, so you'll probably want to make sure you get a shotgun mic that doesn't sit so high. This one definitely sits high in this camera setup. Now the kit itself comes with this little adjustable attachment specifically for your phone, and it has a lot of cool features for it. It's very simple that you can just undo it. Each screw head fits in the bottom of cameras. I have a Canon T3i, it fits perfectly. And so this would go on here. There's another little attachment here that slides into the deck of the ring itself, and then if you loosen this little guy, it is able to move back and forth. Very wonderful. I've used it for my phone. The phone itself obviously doesn't have amazing audio quality, but does work. It does have a little screwlet here as well as here. Expands for any sized phones. So all you do is you put your phone in there, just like this little guy. You attach it in there, and then it's set. And then all you have to do is be able to just video however you want to. You can have your microphone set up there, and then it just sits in there. You talk into the camera. This is great for video streaming. If you like to do Facebook streaming, if you like to do those kind of things, you can set it up just like this, and then you would stream like a full camera phone, or you can set it at a side and be able to do video for something like YouTube if you don't like the video to be at an angle, something like this, where you're up and down horizontal as opposed to you're wanting it to be horizontal instead of vertical. So something like that would be a perfect setup for this. Now, why is it that you would want this? For your vlog, having these kind of talky episodes is really great. And so I am actually going to use this for Church Mag whenever I do some video series talking about church tech. I originally had just generic lights and to set up for my camera to look into, and the lighting quality was almost abysmal every single time. If you watch some YouTubers, they have these like little camera shots, makeup people that do this, but really high traffic vloggers and comedians use these kind of setups. Now I'm doing this just with this ring light. I actually have some ceiling lights here. I have that extra LED that would shine on the back of this so you get 3-point lining. So this just itself is not going to work because you see the shadows here from the lights, but I'm intentionally doing that for this video. So you'll need more than just this to get the best quality video that you can get. That being said, this is not bad. In fact, if I were to move this forward, the shadow effect would be much less, especially if you're doing it in daytime and you have some natural light behind you. It's a much better setup for yourself. So I encourage you, if you guys want to try to step up your game as far as your video, this might be a great option for you to have, especially since the cost of it was 120 bucks. It was super reasonable, and that's for the entire kit. And there is not only this white filter that goes around it came with a yellow, orange filter as well. Very similar to the LED light that I had shown off in a previous episode. So if you're wanting to get great lighting, which is, aside from audio, the most important thing, I would highly encourage you to do something like this, especially if there's going to be a lot of talky episodes. So for your ministry, if you're doing announcements and you're the only person that's in charge of the video, which is unfortunately a lot of people, I would highly encourage you. Now you'll notice with glasses, if I look up, you can see the reflection of it. So you have to have it set so you're talking like this. You can't look directly, if I look directly into it, you see the ring of it, so you have to intentionally get it down. So you're going to have some practice with that. But this is great for a one-man setup, especially with what I have right now. Also for people that do vlogs where they like to talk, maybe you are a pastor that you want to pray for your congregation, or you had a Sunday talk and you want to be able to talk about some generic questions that might have been asked after the Sunday service, and so you have a vlog set up, this is absolutely a great idea to be able just to talk directly to the camera and to be able to have great lighting for yourself. Now, again, this is on top of other lighting setups that you already have. You're definitely not going to turn the light off in here. Another great setup for this is you can have variable lights. So that's really bright. That's not bright enough. Some would say that's too dark. But you can just have it so that you can have the correct exposure for this. Now, I intentionally set it up so that things would look good, and now it's a little bit adjusted, so sorry about that being blown out. So I highly encourage you guys, if you want something good for your system, this might be the perfect setup from Neewer to be able to have quality lighting.